Hi guys, so if you have not watched the previous video, I want you to go and watch the previous video and come back. So what I would like to tell you in this video is there are certain things that I would like to stress. So it's let's say if you are having problem with sales, what is exactly the problem? The problem is so simple that people are not coming into your so-called your sales funnel. What do I mean by sales funnel? So if you really look at what is sales funnel is nothing but the stages in which your prospect actually goes through. So a prospect actually go through something called a journey, prospect journey, or you can say customer's journey. It is very important you have to facilitate the customer journey. Now, earlier when we were using sales, right, and we were not having any kind of digital tools. Today we have lot of digital tools, to be frank. For example, your social media, for example, online there are different forums, using various mechanisms through which you can actually communicate with your prospect and bring them in a kind of a funnel using all your digital tools. Earlier what we used to do, we used to call up prospects, talk to them, and then bring them in the funnel, right? So there is three stages to the funnel. When I told you briefly, you can actually tell in a marketing language. So when you say marketing and sales, what is the difference between marketing and sales? Both have very thin line actually drawn, right? But today, even if you are a marketer, let's say, you have to understand sales, and if you are a sales guy, you have to understand marketing. There is a funnel. Even if you take marketing there is a funnel. With sales, you also talk about sales funnel. So what exactly stages? The stages are so simple. Is that first stage is about building awareness with the audience, and then make sure that they come to a stage called consideration. Like they consider your brand, consider your product, consider your message, and all those things, where the trust is actually built, and then the conversion actually happens. And how to build this funnel? If you really look at typically calling up a prospects and talking on the phone, we also do the same thing. We actually go talk to them. First you are a stranger, then they get to know about you, and then they start slowly trusting you after so many appointments, and then you are actually going and giving them all the credibility, the testimonials, and this and all those things, which actually builds trust. So it is a process of building trust. So we have to understand that the entire process, what exactly we are doing is we are actually building trust. Why are we doing that? Because not only about the sales process. Here I want to actually mention this very important thing. It is something else which is happening, which is not the sales process. It's actually the buying process. So there is a buying behavior which is actually happening on the other end. So one side there is somebody who's actually selling, the other side is somebody is buying. So the buying process, how do they buy, is very important. They buy through this. The entire buying process happens once they get aware. Then after they slowly they build trust, and after that they will actually probably over a period of time, then the buying behavior takes care. Okay, they will think that probably I can buy a product, and then they buy the product. So you have to actually look at their shoes, from their shoes, understand how a buyer normally behave, and what are the factors that actually lead them to actually buy a product or services. Okay, so taking that into consideration, we should actually understand how the entire sales process has to be. So I think that is what very important. So you have to look at all these things, like the sales is not going to immediate. It's not immediate. If somebody says I want immediate results, no, it might not happen. You have to be patient. One of the important thing that you have to inculcate as a marketer is patience. Very important. And you should also be not trying to push your product, not a pushy sale, but actually something which you have to build in such a way that the sale should happen on its own. And if you have to happen on its own, you have to do your work in going and influencing the buyer to make the right decision. So this is what I want to actually convey. And do comment and share this video, and do watch the next video which I'm going to produce, and see you all in the next video. Thank you. Bye.